Hello everyone, this is Kevin, your entrepreneur, and oh boy, big changes are possibly coming at Uber. Eric Holder, the former Attorney General under the Obama administration, has apparently concluded his investigation on Uber and their work culture. Now, Uber was working on their own investigation in conjunction with Eric Holder's independent investigation, and that resulted in the firing of like 20 or more employees. But apparently the Eric Holder, the Holder report as they're calling it, is a lot longer and a lot more damning. And while the whole thing has not been made available yet, and there's even debate whether or not the whole thing will be made available to the public, the board has been made aware of at least some of it. And from what they've seen, it has caused them to really freak the F out. Like, so much so that there is a board meeting today at Uber, June 11th. This video will go up before they have that meeting, but you might not see it until afterwards. So there could very well be an update coming very soon afterwards. And they are going to talk about what little of the report they've seen. And some insiders who have seen it have even stated that the results of the report might end in Travis Kalanick asking to temporarily leave as the CEO of Uber. Now, this does not mean they're firing him. In fact, it could mean one of many things, including him walking away from the company temporarily, staying on as CEO, but with much less control and much more oversight from other people, or it could result in him leaving altogether. Now, Uber is buddy-buddy with enough people that he basically has a controlling vote. But this report apparently is not good. And in fact, has pretty much singled out almost all of the board members for letting what happened to this company happen. The report has actually been very generous and kind about Uber as a concept and a company. The report reportedly believes that Uber is a great product with lots of growth potential, but it sees the treatment towards its employees as toxic. It does not have the safeguards in place to prevent bullying and sexual harassment. And there's even some talk that the way it treats the drivers is counterintuitive because it creates it has a great product that's built on basically sand. I mean, you know, you heard like the foolish man built his house upon the sand. The wise man built his house upon the rocks. Apparently Uber is built on the sand. And a large part of that is the culture of the company and the way the drivers are treated. And since everyone that was criticized was more or less hired directly by Kalanick, that already doesn't speak well to his character. And there's most likely things in there that does not speak highly of Kalanick. The fact that they are going to have a board meeting to even decide what his role is means that he should be very, very concerned. Because here's the thing. An insider has said that this report is a bomb for Uber. A bomb. What on earth could be in it? How many bombs have I reported on? I have reported on so much scandal that this channel went from like a few hundred views to a few thousand subscribers because there's just so much. There's so much and I almost can't keep up with it sometimes. Now then, even after the board meets, they will not announce what they've decided until Tuesday. And basically, from what I gather, Kalanick basically has one person in his corner still, which is Ariana Huffington. Now, I have no idea if that's enough to retain a controlling vote on the Uber board. But here's the thing. I fully believe she has been very supportive because she wanted the COO position. And he has not offered it to her. She might be feeling pretty slighted right now. And since she is relatively new to the company, she might actually escape this report more or less unscathed. So, if she drops her support of Kalanick, it might be because she's gunning for the CEO position. And she might use this opportunity as a chance to throw him under the bus. And of course, I have to acknowledge that, unfortunately for him, they're going to be having this meeting so shortly after his mother died, and his father is in the hospital. Granted, he's recovering, and he most likely will recover, and good for him. It's not a great time for him to have to be dealing with this, but you know what? He let it happen. He just let this company get way out of hand, and the fact that as early as February, we were seeing videos of him acting like a frat boy, he just needs to go. He needs to go. Absolutely needs to go. And I don't think he's long for this company. I don't think he's long for this company. So, yeah, this is going to be very interesting. This is going to... And I can't wait to read this report, or whatever is made available. Apparently the whole thing won't be made available because of privacy reasons, and, you know, legally they can't make it all available. But it speaks volumes again. The board is having a meeting based on part of the report, not the whole thing, part of the report, that contains information that is so dynamite they consider a bomb even after all this other stuff happened. And they're considering asking Kalanick to at least temporarily step aside. And you know what? There's the thing about Uber. You know, most things that they say are temporary become permanent. So we will have to see. But what do you folks think? Do you think Kalanick is long for this company? I'd love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I'm making, consider donating $1 or more to the Patreon account and becoming a Patreon. Or buy some swag from the Great Media Universe store. There's a code below where you can get 15% off your entire first order. And as always, flame responsibly. # delete Travis Kalanick as CEO.